This footage was never meant to be seen. That's how it begins. One sentence. That's all it took to make my hands shake when I opened the file. In 2019, a group of 4 researchers vanished without a trace in the depths of Chilean Patagonia. The official report said harsh terrain and weather. But 3 years later, a local climber stumbled upon a sealed waterproof case, buried beneath rocks in a cave near the Chiltern region. Inside it, a memory card, a soaked field journal, and something else. Footage. Raw. Unedited. Disturbing. What you're about to hear is a reconstruction of what happened, based on those files. Names have not been changed. Because the truth doesn't need protection. Dr. Emily Reed was a respected paleobiologist. She had published a paper suggesting that certain isolated parts of Patagonia could harbor ancient microclimates, forgotten ecosystems. She wasn't hunting for dinosaurs. She was chasing plant fossils. But the valley they found wasn't on any map. It showed up only on a recent satellite scan. A massive depression surrounded by cliffs, misty, shielded from wind patterns, and hot, too hot for the altitude. Her team, Marcus Hale, drone specialist and thrill seeker. Lisa Choi, a quiet but brilliant botanist. And Ryan Blake, the local guide. Ex-military, no nonsense, they documented everything. The descent. The first signs that something was off. The valley floor was lush, overwhelmingly so. Trees the size of buildings, flowers that pulsed slightly when touched. At night, some plants emitted a dull bluish glow. Lisa called it bioluminescence with a vendetta. They laughed about it then. But the laughter didn't last. On the second night, they heard sounds. Deep, guttural, not echoing like normal animal calls. They vibrated. Low-frequency pulses that felt like pressure in the chest. Ryan said it sounded like an earthquake miles away. But it came from the forest. Marcus launched a drone. It flew above the canopy, sweeping over a dense green ocean. At first, nothing. Then, movement. Something big pushing treetops aside. Too fast to be an elephant, too smooth to be a bear. A frame, just 2 seconds, caught what looked like a tail, a long, ridged, muscular tail. Emily froze. She knew that silhouette. But she didn't want to say it out loud. By morning, Ryan was gone. His radio was still on, crackling static. Occasionally, a strange, wet clicking sound. Lisa found a blood trail leading into the brush. But 20 meters in, it just stopped. No body, no tracks, just silence. Emily wanted to leave, but Marcus insisted they stay. This is history, he said. This is Nobel Prize level. We can't walk away. So they pushed deeper. That night, the drone caught something horrifying. A cluster of heat signatures around their tent, bipedal, cold-blooded, coordinated, not wandering aimlessly, hunting. One broke from the group, approached the tent. Marcus's camera caught it in a thermal blur, tall, hunched, claws glinting in the moonlight. But the worst part, it paused. It looked directly into the camera. Not curiosity, recognition. Emily's voice, shaky, barely audible in the log. They're not just surviving down here. They're thinking, watching us. Day 4, Lisa vanished. Emily found her recorder, half buried in mud. The last entry. It mimicked Ryan's voice. It called to me. It sounded like him. I followed it. They weren't just predators, they were mimics. Emily and Marcus ran. The footage becomes chaotic. Branches whipping past, breathless sobbing, distant screeches. Then, a scream, male, abrupt, and silence. Marcus was gone. The final 11 minutes are from Emily's bodycam. She's inside a cave, whispering frantically. Her voice is hoarse. There's blood on her lab coat. They're using the terrain, herding us, testing our reactions, raptors, but wrong, taller, scarred. Like they've fought things before, like they're part of something bigger. She glances toward the cave mouth. Something outside snarls, heavy, wet breathing. Then she says the line that chills me even now. They weren't the first predators here. Something worse controls them, watches through them. She starts to cry, then, suddenly, she stiffens. Footsteps, not claws. Boots. She turns the camera. Just for a second, we see a silhouette. A man, military gear. Holding something. Not a gun, a control pad. Emily gasps, you knew. Then the video cuts. Black screen. One final caption appears. Footage recovered. January 2022. Expedition status, classified.